Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mark Isaac Potter Presents. We're visiting today with Ilya Volovnik, who is the owner of Red Dog Security. We're going to be talking about his security business. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Ilya, and maybe where you grew up, or soon we're going to get to what got you started doing Red Dog Security. But for now, just tell us about yourself as a person. What are your likes and dislikes, and all about whatever you want to tell us about you as a person.
Uh, I've been in this industry for about 30 years. I came to this
Okay.
country in 1993 from
Okay.
the country where the country is no longer on the map. It's used to call USSR.
Okay. All right. Uh, so you want to just get right into the business then, I take it, huh?
No, I mean, we can talk about myself.
The, the,
but
the saying over at Alignable is people will buy from someone they like, know, and trust.
very
So
true.
they
But
want
I
to
mean, like
like, we
this,
want them to like you and get to know you. What was it like? Part of, what country is now where you live?
I mean, my father was in military, so we travel a lot. I mean,
Were you
so
in Russia itself, or were you in one of the satellites, or?
there was 15 republics by the time I was what 14, I think we visit most of them. My father traveled a lot,
Oh, he traveled through the various republics. Okay.
right?
Okay.
I mean, like, but most of my childhood came. I mean, most of my childhood was growing up in Siberia. I mean, far north.
Okay. That is one of the more, Mongolia's north of that though, right, too. There's still
It's
one
even
more.
it's even
There's
more far north. I mean, next to
Yeah,
Arctic Circle.
yeah. So how did you like living in Siberia?
It was great. I mean, like it was. I mean, like I guess it was cold, but I mean, like I think I had the best childhood. I mean, like I
Okay.
was pretty much by myself. I mean, like I would come from school and I would just go and take a walk. So I mean, like with my dog. I mean, like it was great. I
Oh,
mean, like
very
the,
nice. Now
yeah.
I've read on the internet that there are a lot of interesting animals in the wild in Siberia. Did you get to see any of those?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like there is. I mean, like yeah. I mean, like there is. I mean, like it's when it's cold. I mean, like there is not much life. But when it's a summer, everything is start becoming a green.
Okay.
And there is, yes, I mean, like there is so much life, which is kind of strange. During the winter, you don't really see much, but then
Yeah.
everything start changing. I mean, like during the summer. I mean, it's a short summer, but I mean, like
Yeah, it's a short summer, I would think, that far north. Yeah.
but this was great. I mean, like,
Well, that's very cool. I really like that. That's very beautiful. So what brought you to the States? Your dad came, or you just decided to come, or?
Soviet Union broke up, and my father decided to come over. I mean, like there was not much left up there. So yeah, I mean, I came as a baggage. I mean, like didn't have much to say.
Okay. Okay. And then you were still a teenager at that time, or what?
I was 18 when I came here.
Okay. So what did you do? You were already done with school, right? So
Right.
what
Um,
did you get a part-time job or something, or?
yeah, I went to school to college in New York, City College of New York, and I was support.
Okay. Nice.
Now, yeah, I was supporting myself through the. I was driving a yellow cab and working on the construction years.
Very nice. Oh, that's the American dream. Did,
It
did
is.
you graduate from City College, or?
No, no. I mean, I drop out. I mean, I got a part-time job fixing computers, and then part-time
Okay.
job become a full-time job, and
Okay.
then I met my future wife, and I just drop out of college.
That'll do it. Yes. I too dropped out of college, by the way. I went to college in Ohio and I dropped out. So about when did you start thinking about starting Red Dog, and then when did you actually start Red Dog?
I mean, I had a back in New York. I mean, like I had a company that didn't work out. I mean, like I started my own company back in 2000. I don't remember 2000 before even my daughter was born. I mean, like probably 2000 something. It didn't
Yeah,
work out then, so I kind of put it on hold while my kids were growing up, and then now my kids are all grown. Sort of. I mean, like my oldest one, she's going to college soon. So
right.
I thought that, like, hey, maybe it's a time to try again.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people who start successful businesses have started one or two or more in the past that didn't work out. It kind of gives us the training wheels. So when did you start Red Dog, and what was that last straw on the camel's back that got you to start it, do you think?
I worked for a company, I mean, like for a largest bank, not naming names, and I
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
great, I was, I mean, like it was a great job. I mean, I really like it. But then my senior director, the who we started with, I mean, like building up the team, she left, and then I had a new senior director or director, associate director. I don't remember exactly what his
yeah,
title was, and he just drove me insane. I mean, like he
yeah,
was. I mean, like it was. I mean, like he wanted me to be in the office 3 times a day, 3 times a week. I mean, like didn't make any sense to travel. I mean, like I had to stay on a Zoom anyway. So I
yeah.
decided that, hey, it's time. I guess it's time to try again.
Okay. Now, when you were working for that company, were you the salesperson bringing in new clients, or what was your position?
No, I was a technical. I mean, like, didn't I throughout my career, I didn't do much sales. I mean, like, I did work as a sales sort of engineer, or
Okay.
when I was working in New York as a for managed service providers, I had a book of clients that I visit all the time, and I would be their like go-to person for their technical needs, and I will be
Okay.
person in between the sales. But no, I've never been in sales.
All right. So now you started Red Dog in what year?
I started in I started my company in 2023, in December of 2023.
Very nice. Okay, good. And it's going pretty good so far, I take it, right?
No, man, it depends on the day. Sometimes
That's how I feel about mine. Yeah. Um,
it's
so
up and
tell us
down.
more about your company. What you want to tell us? Tell us about your services, or how people out here in the public will know that they want your services. How would they know? What would be a benchmark for them to say, okay, I better call Red Dog.
Well, first of all, I want to mention, I mean, like the name came from, I mean, like it's supposed to be gray dog. I mean, like I had a standard schnauzer. I mean, she is gray,
Okay, okay,
but somebody already took the gray. So, I mean, so the next thing was available is was red. So, I mean,
okay.
green didn't sound too, didn't sound like a cybersecurity
Now,
company.
Green Dog doesn't sound like a thing. Yeah. So, so
So,
you started it in December of 2023. How does someone out here in the public know that they need a company like Red Dog?
I mean, any company needs a cybersecurity. Either it's they don't have their own IT department or they don't have IT department. They still need the cybersecurity either to verify that is the most important part in security is trust but verified, right? You need to verify that
Right,
you
right.
actually your department is doing what they're supposed to do. I mean, like, and when I was working for other organizations, I mean, like, we would have a yearly or quarterly somebody come in and do survey and understand what we're doing. I mean, like, right, because often you can overlook a simple fact or simple things because you are too narrow and you choose working on your tickets throughout the day. I mean,
Right.
like,
Right. Exactly. Okay.
and when you're
So,
small, and
yeah,
when
go
you're a
ahead.
small business, I mean, like most of the small businesses can afford to full-time cybersecurity company.
Right. Now,
And
what would you say cybersecurity is? Like, what do you do for a company?
cybersecurity means different thing for everybody, right? I mean, like to me, cybersecurity is protecting your organization from ever emerging threats, and they are coming in with different threats every day. I mean, and the three most important parts of your security architecture or security posture is a backup. You need to have a backup. You need to have a strong password, and you need to have a protection from malware or whatever it might be. The endpoint protection is called, all basically it's
Right.
antivirus. Those means the main things that it's basically cybersecurity is think about cybersecurity is like you have something that is tangible or not tangible, but something that somebody else wanted, right? Let's
Right.
say, let's put it a different way. You have money, right? So what you do with your money? You put them either into safe or you to put them in a bank, right?
Right.
Bank is protecting your money in case they get stolen. You have insurance on top of it, and they will
Right.
return your money to specific need. If you don't trust the bank, you put them in a safe and you put the alarms, you put the guards,
Right.
I mean, around it.
Exactly.
Same thing is your business. I mean, your business, no matter what kind of business it is, you have something that somebody
Also
else have,
want. Yeah.
right? So that is basically a business owner responsibilities to protect that. And there is also, when it comes to that, there is also regulations. If you are, let's say, medical provider, you have to protect your client's information. If you're a lawyer, you need to protect your client's information. If you are a tax advisor, you need to protect your client's social security and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's not only safeguarding, but it's also regulations that you need to apply to. That
Okay.
is
That's
where
well
the cyber.
said. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So, and I've heard I heard the three components there that one of them was backup. What I've heard, and tell me if it's right or wrong, it's good to have a off-site hard copy backup. Is that the best, or do you like the cloud better for security? What's the best kind of backup security nowadays?
I mean, old days, I mean, like it still applies. There was a rule of three, meaning backup is will need to be, you need to put backup on outside. You have to have a backup that is available, and then a backup of current files. I mean, like you need to have a three copy of your backup. That's what basically a rule was.
Oh, okay.
And
I did.
yes, it's true that you need to do like backup on your external drive, for example. But
Right.
in reality is nowadays that you have so much different disasters coming in
Yeah.
that is might not be a longer um, no longer a good solution to have a backup on your external drives. If you look at that, like for example, Los Angeles fires, right? It's
Yeah.
when the storm just ran through. I mean, like, and you had like what couple seconds to get out.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you wouldn't probably be grabbing your external hard drive as a
Not for
first
a
thing,
company, it would be too heavy. So,
right?
so you're suggesting we have it both in the cloud and on a external drive off location, and probably one on location as well, I suppose.
Right. But
Just every configuration that there is, probably.
Right. But the
So
cloud is better solution, and you can come up with a different providers of a cloud to make it your life more. But then it's again, I mean, like, what kind of files do you have? If you are tax advisor, you have papers, right? I mean, like, they're not really heavy files, but if you are doing photography or videography, I mean, like, those files are large. I mean, like, you have
yeah,
terabytes of data, and that's
yeah,
a cost. I mean, like, so you need to have a sort of like a balance between the cost and backup. I mean, like, you don't really need to back up everything because it's going
yeah,
to be very expensive, but at the
right,
same time, you need to, I mean, like that, it's always been a balance of cybersecurity. That's another problem with cybersecurity is that it's a cost. I mean,
yeah,
cybersecurity doesn't really generate the income, right? I mean, like
right, right, right,
it doesn't actually generate the revenues. I mean, like it can
right.
save you revenues, but
True.
technology does itself. So I mean, like how much? I mean, like it's always been cybersecurity is also about risk mitigation. I mean, like
Yeah.
how much is that? How much is that risk is going to cost you if something happened, and how much you're willing to pay for mitigate that risk.
Right. But you help clients figure that out, I would think, right?
Right, it's what we do. I
Given
mean, like
given their circumstances. Now, do you
right,
guys install hardware or software into a company to help with their security?
yeah, we do. We do. I mean, like but what we do is what we are separate. I mean, what was separate from others is we don't come in and say like, hey, you need a firewall or you need to do backup. What we do is we do security assessment and we look at the company from inside and outside, and then we break it up to report is breaking up to three parts. One of them is saying like something that you should have been done yesterday, something that you should be doing like in the next 2 months, and something that you should be doing in the next whatever month. And you have a
Okay.
budget and you have a budget and you can budget it out and you can look at it, I mean, like from the perspective of how much money do I actually have and how much risk do I actually willing to accept.
Okay. That's so do you do the implementation as well, or do you only do the assessments?
No, we do mitigate the risk. I mean, like we do look at the organization, we look at the budget, and we try to come up with the best possible solution at the cost that the organization is willing to pay.
Yeah. But I mean, you'll also do the implementation, like if they need a different firewall or if they need a different cloud service, you'll help them implement that, right? Or not?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We try to be solution agnostic, meaning that we don't we are like a partner of Microsoft and Amazon and Google, and we have a partnership with like every firewall, like SoniCall.
So you're like an insurance broker that deals with every insurance company out there. So
Right.
yeah,
But we're
that's
not gonna push one solution over another is
right.
because it's why we are broad with our partnership is because clients is might have preferences to the equipment that they want or solutions they want. And we can work with pretty much, we can give them suggestion, but we're not going to be pushing person or a company to specific direction unless we are
Very
feeling
nice.
that they are making a wrong decision.
Right. Now, do you like do you feel like the different cloud services fit certain types of business? Like is Google Cloud different in some ways than Microsoft, than Amazon, than Salesforce or whoever else? Are they distinctly different and serve different purposes, or are they all pretty much the same thing?
Well, first of all, full disclosure, I used to work for Amazon, so
Okay, well that's okay to make a full disclosure.
but no, it
I
was
used to
like
work for McDonald's. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
no, I mean like what I feel like is each cloud, each provider has their own niche, sort of. I mean, like Amazon is great for when you do experimentation. I mean, like you are a startup and you don't really have a lot of infrastructure and you want to try something. Amazon is
Okay,
great. I mean, like
okay,
you can build, you can delete it, you can build it, you can delete it, and they give you some like if you sign up for a year, they give you some X number of credit. They all do. But I mean, Amazon is great about that. It's a cost. I mean, like, and it's experimentation and solutions. If you are organizations that have infrastructure and you are a Microsoft shop, Azure is probably the best choice to go about because they have all these tools that it works together with your current environment, and they
Okay.
have a more structured environment, and they are like really great at integrating the on-premises and integration with cloud, and
Okay.
it's really good. I mean, like I like the Azure. I mean, like I've been certified in Azure, and I mean, a Microsoft partner as well. And
Yeah.
Google Cloud is a little bit different animal. I mean, like Google Cloud is, I mean, like when you're on a budget and you are working with specific projects, like for example, you use a specific technology like Kubernetes. I mean, like Docker, it's basically like containers, basically what it is. But
Right.
I mean, like, if you're like have specific niche, it's probably the Google. But to be honest, I wouldn't be advised to go about it because Google doesn't really see that, to my opinion, Google doesn't see it as a best revenue source.
Okay. Okay.
So I mean,
So they
like,
don't give it the best customer service or the highest
right,
priority, that kind of thing.
right.
All
In my
right.
opinion, I
Well,
mean,
okay. Yeah. So if people want to get in touch with you, how do you like them to do that? Do you like them to call? You like them to email? Give us some information verbally. Tell us what way you want people to reach you.
well, I'm a old school, so I mean, like, I like the people when they make a phone call. But I mean,
Okay.
like, but whatever it works. I mean, like, we have on our website we have a button that says schedule free security assessment that you can do that too. You can email us
Okay.
or call us. I mean, like if it's, I mean, like if it's emergency, I mean, like I mean, like don't do like email
Yeah.
or a web. I mean,
Well,
like if you have a
give
problem, specific problem, call us.
give us your or your phone number and then please repeat it.
Sure, give me a second. I'm
Yeah.
getting old. I mean, like I don't see that much as
Ha
used to.
ha. You're not that old. I grew up with Abraham Lincoln's father. I'm kidding.
So
I'm
the
kidding.
number is you can call us is 833-773-3364. Once again, it's 833-773-3364.
Okay, and your website, of course, is up there, safewithreddog.com.
Right, that's one of the you can yeah, that one is a link to our calendar that you can. But I mean, like you can also visit www.reddog-security.com
Yeah,
or
I've seen, yeah. Now you work all over the United States, all over the world. What's your what's
yeah,
your area?
I mean, I do consulting for organizations that in the United States, but I also work with a global organization as a consultant. I mean, like that is a separate part of the business that keep the lights on for time business because I've been in this industry, as I said, for 30 years. Some people hire me as a consulting for
Yeah,
this project specific.
I'm just thinking of companies that maybe have their headquarters in the States, but they've got a satellite in Italy or Moscow or Berlin or someplace. They can come to you and ask things. So, okay, I'm gonna wrap this show. Do you have anything else you want to say to the public? And shall we do a second show today, or would you rather not?
Probably one thing that I want to say is that, I mean, thank you very much, for taking
You're
time.
you're very welcome.
And second of all is what I want to say is that if you if you worry, I mean, like you should be worried about security. And
Right, of course, yeah.
the least things that people can do is install the antivirus on their phones. I mean, like that's the most important.
That's the
And there is a
smallest thing. And would you use like Metabyte or some? Which one do you like? Do you like one malware
I
fighter
like
over another one, or
I like the ones that I use. I mean, like a lot is Sophos anti mobile device, and it's free. I mean, like you can actually download it on Sofa antivirus on your phone. I mean, like, and I like it because it's great. I mean, like it's majority of the antivirus, yet they don't do QR code scanning, and it's one of the things that is becoming more and more problematic is because people getting hacked by QR code when they scan it. They have a URL or some other code that actually hacks the computer. I mean, to your phone. So I mean, like
So what's the name of that?
it's
That
called it's called Intercept X. That's how it's called. It's made by Sophos.
Can you maybe send me the name of that in an email, and I'll put it in the description box of
Yeah,
your shows. I would like to do a show every 4 to 6 weeks if that's okay,
sure. I mean, like if it's
because I want to get updates and I want to find out more about that, which one is the best. So, all right, folks, we're going to exit the scene here. Did you say you wanted to do another show today, or you'd rather not?
I'm rather
It's up
not.
to you.
I mean, I was it was intense. I mean, like,
Okay. All right, we'll do it some other time. Folks, this has been, of course, Mark Isaac Putter Presents, and we're visiting with Ilya Volovnik, who is the owner and quite a quite an interesting and wise gentleman when it comes to cybersecurity. I suggest giving him a call at the number that he mentioned to us. Uh, so we'll talk to you folks soon. Thanks a lot, Ilya, for your
thank
time.
you.
We do appreciate it very much.
Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.